So Donald J. Trump is currently on trial for impeachment, even though he doesn't have to be here. And it doesn't matter in the end because the way the democracy system works, it's if his Republicans, if they don't want him to be impeached, he's not going to be impeached. Some of them actually had a spine and actually said, no, we want this to go to trial. And in the end, for some odd reason, it takes a large majority of the Republicans' peers in order to actually go through with impeachment, which is impossible. Instead of like majority, and then like the verdict is done, it takes like 3/4 for some reason, and it's the same people that would always vote the same way, and they always have a myriad of excuses as to why their guy is always in the right. I mean, like, if you think a little bit about this, a little bit, you can make anybody get off of anything. Just a little bit. Come with any excuse in the world. That's Republicans. All they have to do is come up with any excuse in the world in order to justify anything. For example, let's start with the obvious one, the impeachment thing. He didn't mean what he said. This is off the top of my head. He didn't mean what he said. That the people should have known it was hyperbole, aka like just messing around, like the whole bleach thing and the arm thing, just messing around. Um, he could have said it another way. Um, Things like that. I mean, like, just super easy. If Donald J. Trump shot somebody, his Republican followers would say it was self-defense, it was an accident, it was it didn't. He shot the wrong person per se. It's supposed to be the person behind him in self-defense. Any excuse in the world. If Donald J. Trump stabbed his own wife 27 times in a row, all over her body, and they wanted to put him on trial, the Republican defenders would say this. This off the top, like everything else, off the top of my head. He was under the influence. He didn't mean to. It was an accident. He accidentally stabbed 27 times in a row. That kind of stuff just happens. He was set up. He was framed. There you go. Those are the excuses the Republicans would use to get Donald J. Trump off. Just make anything up there. Donald J. Trump is on trial for stealing billions of dollars from the federal mint and putting it into his private bank accounts. Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. He didn't mean to do that. It was just, he meant to put it into a charity and it accidentally went into his own personal account. It was actually forced upon him to do so. Someone tricked him into taking that money and putting it in his account. He didn't know the money was going to go to his accounts, so he just tried it out and it worked out for him. He was going to put the money back. He was going to put the money back and give it to a worthy cause, but there was no time because he got caught too soon. That's why Donald J. Trump stole that $1 billion, even though he doesn't need $1 billion. So this one is Donald J. Trump is on trial for drunk driving. You see, he was behind the wheel only because his designated driver couldn't make it, so he decided to be a trooper and man the wheel himself because he's a strong, independent president you can count on. He got behind the wheel inebriated, yes, but he had to do what he had to do because the designated driver wasn't there. So he had to do what he had to do. He could have waited a while, but the president has things to do, so he had to do that. And for him killing that kid in the car, that kid shouldn't have been there. And it's not the president's fault. The kid shouldn't have been there on the sidewalk like that. I mean, like, who walks on the sidewalk? I mean, seriously, really. And that tree that was in the way as well, that tree was planted in the wrong spot, and the president thought that the tree would be planted somewhere else, like in a forest or something. So it's that tree's fault for being there accidentally and causing damage to the car. The president did nothing wrong. Last one. Donald J. Trump is on trial for what do you think about this last one? the thing that currently is a hot topic for the whole Mandalorian thing with Gina Carano, because she made some comments about, cultural things. I'm going to go a step beyond. This only took literally 3 seconds of my time, and then I started recording again. Donald J. Trump is en fuego because he decided to burn a Bible at the Vatican with the Pope watching. Of course, this is all on camera. And he decided to, for some reason, spit in the church and piss in the holy water, and then denounce all religions across the world except for his own. Oh boy. And he had sex with Ivanka and Don Trump Jr. in the Vatican as well after he pissed in the holy water. He did all of this on camera, smiling and winking to his supporters. And the defense for that one is he was dropped on his head as a baby, Your Honor. You have to forgive him. Clack off.